Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
The modern day Mr. Rogers.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
This is Ace and Friends.
Fun, funny, and fast. Can you hear me? Okay, go ahead. I didn't have my microphone turned all the way up. It's the Ace and Friends show. I love when people kind of tip off that they listen to the show and they know all about us, that they're involved. Because I saw several people sent us different things over the weekend, and I don't know if this is some type of theme that people are doing on social media, but there were a couple of joke memes about I finally found the perfect bed. And there was one with a massive fan at the headboard, and another one had a massive fan attached to the side of it. But people sent them to us saying, oh, I found a bed for Tech D-Rob.
Yeah, I got dozens of those sent to me over the weekend.
Did you really?
Yes.
That makes me laugh so hard, mainly because the meme is kind of cute, it's funny, but the fact that people know that Rob has a ceiling fan and an oscillating fan or whatever, a box fan that blows right on his face, and he takes this box fan with him everywhere he goes, to every hotel or, well, a hotel, because Rob didn't go to campsites or anything.
Yeah. You're right.
So you got people, a lot of people sent it to you, Rob, over the weekend?
At least a dozen.
That's cool. That's really cool.
But I do need that bed.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. So if you don't know, Rob keeps the air conditioning is cut down to 63 is as low as your air will go?
62 is the lowest it'll go there.
Okay, so 62. Then he has a ceiling fan, and then the box fan sits on the nightstand and blows right on your face.
Yes.
And then he has a CPAP machine and a 30-pound weighted blanket.
Correct. Actually, the new one might be more. I just got a new one. It may be 40 pounds.
40 pounds?
That's what I keep thinking. Like, if you laid down at night and then, like, had a kid come lay, like Dax weighs at 27 pounds, my 13-month-old. Like, if he were 13 pounds heavier, he'd just come lay on top of me, and I would. It just seems weird.
Crush your rib cage.
I'm sorry, it's only 30. So
it's okay. It's 30 pounds. 30 pounds. It seems like if you didn't have such a big old heavy blanket, you could have less stuff blowing around you all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the noise and the feeling of the wind. So I have to counteract it with the 30-pound weighted blanket.
So you always face sleeping the nightstand, so the wind blows the box fan blows directly on your face.
I either lay on my side and look at it, or I'm on my back and I turn my head towards it.
In your face.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Laying on your back with your head tilted to the side seems to be a weird way to sleep to me. I don't know why it's like with the full CPAP mask on.
Well, I also do it that way because Meredith usually is awake in bed looking at her phone more often, and the bright light would keep me up.
So you keep your eyes diverted from her phone at all
because
times.
she has her phone on the brightest setting it can be at all times.
What?
Yeah,
it's a very delicate ecosystem over there, isn't it?
It's such an awkward balance they have going. Really
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
Okay, you're going to live through a moment. Oh my God, if you're a husband, you're going to feel every bit of frustration that this man feels with his wife. And we think she's doing it on purpose. Coming up next. Hang on.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
Right, the guy you're about to meet is simply trying to mount a television in his house. And his wife is there to assist him, maybe. I don't know exactly what she's there for, but he's doing some measuring and some leveling. And
Babe, it looks crooked to me.
Babe, it's not crooked. It's the wall that is crooked. That is crooked by like an inch and a half. It's not crooked.
Are you sure that it's not crooked?
Do you see this bubble? Look, the bubble is in between, perfectly centered between the two lines. Perfectly centered.
Maybe the bubble is wrong?
Oh my God. Bubble. The bubble is not wrong. The bubble is right. The bubble is right.
The way he brings it down at the end. The bubble is right. The bubble is right.
That is a man on the edge. Is the bubble wrong? I mean, that's the
Maybe
kind
the
of
bubble's
stuff
wrong?
that just makes you want to Sparta kick somebody through a wall.
No.
Is the bubble wrong?
It's a level.
No, the bubble's right.
The bubble's not wrong. The bubble is shockingly precise.
Yeah. You don't have to see it, but you can just tell, like, his eyes are closed. The bubble is right.
Yeah.
The bubble's not wrong.
And his frustration in the beginning when he's trying to explain, it's not the wall's not, this is not wrong. The corner is the part that's off. Listen to him in the very beginning of this
Babe,
thing.
it looks crooked to me.
Babe, it's not crooked. It's the wall that is crooked.
That is crooked.
Yeah, like, I don't need you here. If you're not going to help me, physically help me, I can't deal. I would just go nuts.
Now, is she doing it on purpose?
Yeah, it seems like that. You wouldn't be recording
Because she
it.
starts recording.
Yeah.
So clearly there had been a lead up to that. She'd already asked a couple of questions. Then she hits the record button just to catch him, And
he's like doing something. Is this the time to like sort of antagonize him for the sake of content? I don't know. Maybe it is.
Just to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's perfect.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
The good news today is so good, but it could lead you to run by a Powerball ticket tonight. Details coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Yes, it's the news, but this time, it's all good. This is the good news with Ace and Friends.
The kind of good news that makes you want to run out and buy a lottery ticket, because 2 people have their lives turned around thanks to a lottery ticket. A woman in South Carolina lost her job. Then a couple days later figured, why not? Bought a lottery ticket and won $300,000. In the span of a few days, she went from not having a job to shopping for a house. $300,000. Must have been a scratcher.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a guy in North Carolina opened a fortune cookie, and the fortune cookie said, don't miss out on your chance to win big. So he bought a lottery ticket and won $200,000.
Tainted money, though.
Why?
Found it out in a fortune cookie. Things you're playing with some dangerous stuff there.
Oh, I forgot. You don't do fortune cookies.
Hate them.
Riggins.
Hate them.
Because you think they got some bad juju on them or something?
Yeah, I don't know. We never did that as a family. We threw them out.
Oh, we always just open them and just for fun. Like, let's read your fun fortune. Okay. And first responders in Kansas saved a 14-month-old toddler who fell down a pipe last week. The pipe was a foot wide and 12 feet deep, but somehow not seriously injured. And so my son, Dax, is like 13 months and a week. So it's pretty much like if Dax fell down a well, because they said he wouldn't grab a rope they tossed down to him, probably because he didn't understand. He's kind of freaked out what was going on. So they had to use what's called a catch pole that they normally use for catching dogs, that long pole with the noose thing, and you could tighten it up, and that's how they got him out. They worked pretty fast. Only took 20 minutes to get him out.
That's amazing.
From the time they got there, it took them 20 minutes to get this 14-month-old out of this little tube. He had to be terrified.
A foot around?
A foot around and 12 feet deep.
Yeah, that's got to be this. Hopefully, the kid doesn't remember anything when he gets older.
I think until they're 3, there's no memories whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Wow. Which is good, because Dax doesn't really need to remember a lot of that's happened in the first year.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Give me hope for the future there.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
This is Ace and Friends.
So off the air earlier, we were reading something about the 7-year itch and how realistically in a relationship, it's like 3 years. 2 to 3 years is where things begin to change. You've been with somebody for a couple years, say 3, and then you've settled into a pattern, and you can believe that your relationship is getting a little bit boring. And Tech D Rob chimes up and goes, "You got to spice it up." Now, Rob, you and Meredith have been together 9 years. Yet you admit there's been no spicing up of your relationship at all, correct?
Correct.
And your relationship now is pretty much the same as it was in year 1, in year 2, in year 7. Nothing has really changed.
Nothing major.
What's the biggest change? Just when you moved in together, did that change things at all?
Well, the recent troubles with the dog has really changed the most.
Yeah, that brings a lot of stress into the relationship?
I get mad about it a lot, so.
Oh, you get mad about it a lot?
Uh-huh.
Which means you voice your displeasure a lot?
Often, yes.
Yeah. Daily?
Probably.
Man.
So at least once a day she hears you complaining about the other dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like he's interested in stopping that either.
Nope. I'll bring it up when I get home today, when she gets home. She'll say, "How was the dog?" And I'll go, "Well, she wasn't great, I'll tell you that."
So she walks in the door after like a long day at work.
I would stop asking.
This is her first day back to school as a teacher, so.
Oh, this is a tough day. Maybe today don't bring it up.
I will see. If it comes up naturally, I'll do it, but otherwise, no. I won't just bring it up.
Yeah, but if she says, "How's the dog?" you wouldn't say like, "That's pretty good."
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. A dog's never good. She's always a bad dog.
Well, so I guess we're probably not going to talk about spicing things up now after this.
Well, not after that. Well, give him some advice, Ace.
I would say reel it back in a little bit. Like give it a chance to breathe some.
No, I'm okay.
Because she knows you're upset, and that makes her feel even worse about the scenario. So maybe a couple days, just don't say everything's fine. She says, "How's the dog?" You go, "Everything was fine." So therefore, that one day it's like, whew, hey, that's a little breath of fresh air breathed into our relationship. It gives me a chance to kind of, I know, instead of the complaining. Wow, today instead of being upset, he's not upset. That makes me feel better.
No, I'm good.
Sorry, I asked. Maybe don't give him advice.
You made a valiant effort, so. Okay, well, conversation's over then.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
So I know, Riggins, you were watching the Olympics over the weekend. You watched some? A lot or a little bit?
A little bit. I watched women's ping pong. They were incredible.
That's one of the most amazing things to watch. Men's or women's ping pong is ridiculous.
Stunningly good.
Yeah. Rob, do you watch the Olympics very much?
No, when Meredith watches them, because I don't like them.
Okay. Well, the world is watching Paris. They're drawing huge ratings in America, and it's kind of a much needed thing to bring the country together. But again, as we've been doing for the past few days, our own medal-worthy rankings. I will give you 4 things. You tell me which one of these gets the gold, the silver, or the bronze in your particular opinion. For example, top romantic comedies, top rom-com movies.
I hope Runaway Bride is on this list.
It's not.
Oh,
here are the 4 options. When Harry Met Sally, Pretty Woman, 10 Things I Hate About You, and Notting Hill.
Never seen any of them.
Really? Okay, well then it's no good. Rob, any clue?
No, I know them, but they're not for me.
Okay, well I'm gonna give you my gold is Pretty Woman. That's a really good movie. I like it very much. My silver would be When Harry Met Sally. My bronze would be 10 Things I Hate About You. Notting Hill. It's British. Who cares?
That's Hugh Grant.
Yeah, and I like Hugh Grant for the most part. Here we go. Best childhood cartoons.
Okay.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry. Rugrats. Or the Flintstones.
I go SpongeBob, gold. Rugrats, silver. And then Flintstones, third. I've probably seen 2 seconds of Tom and Jerry.
Okay. Take D, Rob?
Exactly the same.
Really? Yeah, I would go, I think I'm going to go Flintstones, gold. SpongeBob SquarePants was good. I give it the silver, and I would probably give Tom and Jerry the bronze over the Rugrats.
Okay, yeah. Rugrats, a little after your time.
A little after. Yeah, I kind of followed along. It was SpongeBob SquarePants, too, but I did enjoy watching it with my kids.
Yeah, they were into that, I guarantee it.
I'm trying to think of the ones we didn't do already. Let's see. Best inventions of the 20th century.
Okay.
Going back to last century, the 20th century. The internet, television, airplane, microwave.
Oh, this is good. Gold is the internet.
Okay.
And silver is the plane. Third is the microwave.
You left TV out completely.
Yeah.
Okay. Rob, gold,
Internet.
silver.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't remember. You had television, plane, and what else?
Yeah. Internet, television, airplane, microwave.
Microwave. Microwave.
Is your silver.
Yeah.
And the bronze?
Television.
Why are you laughing at the microwave?
Microwave over an airplane?
I don't like a plane. I don't like flying.
And hey, he makes hot dogs in the microwave.
Yeah, that's true. He said, I don't like plane.
I don't like playing.
I don't like plane.
This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Ace and Friends.
I just have a habit of thinking if Rob says, oh, hey, I got something I can talk about here if you want to talk about it. Yeah, I've got something new. Yeah, we want to talk about it. That's going to be good. What's new in your life, Rob?
So yesterday I was watching a TikTok and I saw a guy who was making mac and cheese, and he had a thing that you put water in with it and you cook the mac and cheese noodles in it, and then it's got a strainer on it as well. So you cook it all in the microwave, and then it's got the strainer and you dump out the water and then you're done. It's 5 minutes.
And it makes a whole box of macaroni and cheese?
He did it with like a shells and cheese box.
So instead of boiling water on the stove, you can just do it all in the microwave?
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
No.
Wait, explain it to me again.
Okay. It's like a plastic little tub type thing.
Right.
It's a rectangular. And I saw they used it with spaghetti noodles. So they measured how much spaghetti noodles they can put in there.
Or spaghetti. It's called a mac and cheese noodles.
Yeah.
But then you put the lid on, and then you put water in, and you put the lid on. You put it in the microwave for 5 minutes, and then you just dump out the water, and it's good to go.
That is vile.
And the whole thing, then you put the whole thing in the microwave, and it's 5 minutes later you're done.
Yeah, I mean, and then after it's done, then you start putting on the cheese sauce or whatever you're doing with it.
Just keep microwaving it until it's all melted and stuff.
It's pretty.
How long does it take to make the noodles on the stove? I mean, 7 minutes.
Well, I just don't want to have to get the water boiling and then boil the water and then wait till it's boiled.
You're not doing it manually.
You idiot.
You just turn the oven on.
Fire?
I just don't like it.
Going out into the yard and building a bonfire like a.
You have to turn a knob, and that's what heats it up.
You gotta wait for it though. Gotta wait till you get a rolling boil. Ugh.
Yeah. You're big on unitaskers in your kitchen, aren't you, Rob?
Ones that I think I would actually use, like the hot dog one was a mistake, but
The hot dog toaster.
But this one's gonna be the
So
best.
you ordered it immediately.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask what it costs?
It was like $15 on Amazon.
Okay.
I think it was called the Fasta Pasta or whatever. Fasta
Oh my God, I hope we have no Italians listening because they are just like dying. right now. The FASTA pasta. What is it? FASTA pasta.
It's FASTA-PASTA. FASTA
pasta.
Come on, I got the FASTA pasta.
Oh my God in heaven. Shame on you.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Ace and Friends.
Anytime somebody says, hey, I'm going to be mean for a second, they're about to say something really harsh.
Yeah.
Look, I don't... And she does, but maybe you think she has a point here.
I'm going to be mean for a second. There should be an age limit on self-checkout at grocery stores. I'm sorry. Love you people, but it's meant to be quick and speedy, and you guys just don't know how to use a computer.
I get that one. Somebody holding up the self-checkout, it's like, go.
Yeah.
But then again, people will say, oh, well, if they wanted people to go quickly, they'd have more than one register open, so I get it. But still.
But there is a tendency to see there's an age break, it seems, somewhere in there where you just go a lot slower using self-checkout than everybody else. And maybe it's just because you do life in general a lot slower.
Yeah.
I have to disagree with her point, but I understand. I mean, she's right in theory, but that's part of life. They just have to, let everybody gets to go at their own pace.
And you definitely see less old people at the self-checkout.
Absolutely.
They're more inclined to go through the line.
Absolutely.
But if it is jammed up, you're like, oh my God, go.
My biggest concern with the self-checkout is there somebody who works at the store standing close by whose attention I can get quickly?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to need that age verification on this bottle of wine I'm buying.
Yeah, me too. Same thing.
Like, I will scout and say, is there a short line? Because there's nobody standing over here right now. And if you get caught, you stand there waiting.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're standing there, I'm making a beeline right for the self-checkout because, and I'll hold up a bottle of wine as I'm walking up. Hey, can I get age verification on this?
Yeah. And they come over there, beep, 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 punch in their thing. Yep.
See you later.
They do it all the time.
Yeah, that's what I don't care who else is there. I'm okay with all that. Just, is there somebody close by that can verify I'm of age to buy this bottle of wine?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you scan all your other stuff first?
Yeah,
That's how I do it. Yeah, I just scan everything else.
Not if I see them close by, because I try to hold, like I said, I'll kind of jiggle the bottle of wine like, hey, can I get age verification?
Hey, booze hound, over here.
So I can do that first. Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
Don't be a passive listener to the Ace and Friends show for the next 60 seconds. Be active and try to put yourself in the position of the man who is the subject of this particular TikTok.
Okay, live update. We're at Lagoon and my husband did a 23 DNA test because he's adopted. And dude, he never had a father, a biological parent put on his birth certificate because he was straight up adoption. They picked him up from the hospital, so they were the only ones on there. Dude, his dad did his DNA test, his biological father did the DNA test and probably just got notified that he has a son. He's married and has other kids. We just stalked his social media. He's just gonna get a little ding on his phone and be like, you have a long lost son you don't know about because the woman probably never told him.
Can you imagine? I didn't know that's how that works.
I was about to ask the same question.
I've never done 23andMe. So if you missed the story, her husband didn't grow up with a father, did a 23andMe search, and apparently the man who is his biological father had also done a 23andMe search previously, which apparently, if I understand it correctly, will notify him, it dings his phone. like as if a number pops up saying, hey, you've got an email, or somebody on LinkedIn was just researching your stuff. So his 23andMe app suddenly has a notification. He hits the app and opens it and finds out, that's how he finds out he's got a son somewhere that he's never heard of.
Yeah, didn't even know about, it sounds like. Oh my God.
You're sitting in Chili's trying to enjoy some skillet queso.
Yeah, right.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
I've lost my appetite.
What just happened?
Watching Deadpool, Wolverine. The whole movie's ruined now. That's crazy. I got to find out if that's how that works. 'Cause I've never wanted to take one of those things.
That'll make me not want to take it.
Me too.
I just keep thinking, like, what was I doing over the weekend? Like Saturday afternoon, we went and got something to eat and then stopped by Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. Imagine walking through Lowe's, looking at my phone and going, bam. Oh, in the middle of the aisle where I'm trying to find a gutter replacement thing for the bottom of my gutter.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a kid somewhere.
Yoo-hoo. Guess what?
Hey, Amanda, we're going to need to go home and I need to sit down for a minute. We got to talk about some things.
So that means that the dad did the 23andMe too? That's how they just match you up?
He must have done it first. So when the son just did it out of curiosity, they matched up via 23andMe and ding, they get a notification.
That's wild.
Never heard anything like that.
Unbelievable.
This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrich.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Ace and Friends.
Look, we all do dumb things from time to time. Sometimes we do them when we're little kids. Sometimes we do them when we are a drunk adult.
Yeah.
Can you tell the difference? That is the question. It's time for another round of little kid or drunk adult. You're going to hear the story. We're going to pause and take a vote to see whether we think it was done when they were a little kid or a drunk adult. Here we go.
During a game night with my family, I ate all the dice from a Monopoly game while nobody was looking.
Hopefully that's a little kid.
I'm going little. It's got to be a little kid, right? You vote little kid too, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, see. Little kid or drunk adult? Here we go.
I was a drunk adult. I hate Monopoly and didn't want to play anymore, so I decided to eat the dice to ruin the game. It worked. Everyone playing had no idea what happened to the dice. I just wanted to listen to music and dance and not play stupid Monopoly.
Yeah, I get that. I get the sentiment.
Oh, God, though.
Can you swallow a dice?
Yes, you can.
But I don't think swallowing is going to be the hard part. It's going to be the next.
It's got to come out at some point.
That next day is going to be rough.
All right. Little kid or drunk adult? Let's see what number 2 is.
I pooped in my neighbor's jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, gosh. That was the whole thing.
That's got to be a drunk adult.
Drunk adult.
I'm going little kid on that. I'm going to go little kid on that one. Let's see what the answer is here.
I was a little kid. It was the week of Halloween, and my dad was cheating on my mom with the lady next door. I decided to poop in her jack-o'-lantern 5 days before Halloween. I'm not sure she ever noticed it, but at least it made me feel like I got some justice for my mom.
Whoa. Let's keep an eye on that guy now that he's an adult.
That took a dark turn, didn't it?
Yeah. And he knew about it.
How old was How old was he when he found out his dad was cheating with the lady next door?
If a little kid, I picture 5 or 6 years old, and you know dad's cheating with the neighbor.
All right, little kid or drunk adult. Here is wait, hang on. Here is number 3. Let's see.
I shoved a hot panini in my friend's face after we got into an argument over Tupac.
A hot panini in his friend's face after an argument over Tupac.
It's got to be drunk adult.
Little kid or drunk adult?
It's got to be drunk adult.
It's got to be drunk adult, right?
I was a drunk adult. So my friend basically tried to tell me that Tupac sucked, and I was then, and still am, a huge Tupac fan, so I took offense to it, and basically got so offended that I grabbed his untouched, very hot sandwich and shoved it right in his face. And all happened in the middle of a restaurant, which we were eventually asked to leave.
Hot panini to the face.
I can't
Chill
imagine
out,
that
man.
feels good.
It's just rap.
Not when you're drunk, man. It's rap is life when you're drunk.
All right. That's a good one.
This is quickly becoming my new favorite game.
Yeah.
I think.
This is Ace and Friends.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Ace and Friends.
You're about to meet a family that's got a really good idea. 4 people, mom, dad, 2 daughters. They're both daughters, right?
No.
Is it daughter and son?
I think a daughter and a son.
Okay. But they're in the daughter and son in the back, and they're preparing for a family road trip. And I think this is conceptually pretty
We're off to a
genius.
family gathering, and now is the traditional time where we go around the circle and we all say, one at a time, the topics we are not bringing up. Who'd like to go first this time? Eliana?
Anything about the LGBTQ plus community.
100%.
Okay.
Joel?
Vice President Harris's candidacy for president.
I think that's a really good idea. Adelaide?
Anything politics.
Yep, let's just stay away from politics altogether. That's smart. I will be avoiding anything related to ADHD and or mental health, as not in the mood to defend it as not a hoax.
Now, the fun part, though, is that this was the concept. This is what they did to start their trip. Now, it's daylight when the trip starts. Then suddenly the TikTok switches to it's at night, and things have kind of fallen apart for the entire family.
Native American reparations.
Oh, this is Native, she was throwing that in. Native American reparations.
And police brutality.
Guys, how did we do staying away from
Mom,
our
you did
topic?
horrible. No, what did you bring up?
Dad and Mom failed.
What did you bring up?
Dad brought up politics.
No, I didn't bring up politics.
And
Yes, you did, Dad.
I definitely.
You argued.
You started.
They were saying wrong things about LGBTQ issues related to the Olympics.
We had the same conversation, except we were
Wrong
on the
fact.
same side and discussing.
They can't even decide who's doing what.
And it is the parents. I know that for a fact. It always is the parents that can't help themselves.
If there were things in a road trip with Riggins, your 2 brothers, and your parents, and they did that game, is there something right off the top somebody would say, I don't want to talk about this particular thing? Is there anything that you would think immediately, I don't want to discuss,
Nothing's coming to mind. I mean, if we were with other families, it might be some.
Because I couldn't think of anything.
Nah.
I'm like, let's talk about anything, even if we don't agree.
Yeah,
that makes it more fun.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff does revolve around politics. I totally get why you just don't want to bring it up.
Everything they brought up, though, is political in nature.
Yeah.
And I get that. But then what are you left talking about?
Except for ADHD. I want to know why you can't bring up ADHD.
She's like, I'm tired of defending it as real.
This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, we're here once again with our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies, and there are a lot of people in credit card debt right now. I mean, the credit card debt is hot. Now, Richard is the guy that could possibly be relieving you of that credit card heat.
That's right. Let's cool you off for summer. Ooh. No payments till fall and get rid of all the credit card debt. Ace, we paid off $67,000 with the extra equity that everybody is gaining in this market. Literally, she is saving $1,326 a month. If you have credit card debt, get rid of it. Take the pressure off.
This is a member of the radio family who is saving $1,326 a month, all using the equity within her home, all because she called 704-800-4719 and let Richard show her how it works. Or you can also go to homewithrichard.com. But again, you've got the money right there. Let the Richard Toccato Companies help you. 704-800-4719, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
This is Ace and Friends.
All right, strap in as we run through a few things that you might find interesting. For example, Canada has almost 4 times more coastline than any other country in the world. But most of it is like unused. You know, all the Canadian people, the vast majority of the Canadian people live within like 90 miles of the United States border, which is crazy. Ernest Goes to Jail, that cinematic classic.
Love it.
And The Green Mile were filmed at the same abandoned prison in Tennessee.
That's funny.
Hugh Laurie shot his audition tape for the TV show House in a bathroom in Namibia because that was the only room with enough light. He was in the country filming scenes for the movie Flight of the Phoenix, so he went to the bathroom and shot his audition tape. The first movie with a CGI character as the lead role was Casper in 1995.
It's a good one. Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Classic.
And the reason karate belts go white, yellow, orange, green, blue, purple, brown, red, black is because originally fighters could only afford one belt. So they could keep dyeing it darker and darker and darker as they progressed.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's one of the few things that you might find interesting.
Were you ever in karate?
No. I always thought it looked cool.
I took it for a week.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No kidding.
Really?
I did play basketball as a child, though. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a belt in karate, though?
No, I wasn't.
There a week. You can get a belt in.
I think you can.
In a week, you went, what, one time?
I went, no, it was 3 or 4 times in the week.
Oh, okay.
It was during the summertime.
Yeah, my brother was in karate, and we had to go every week. And by the end of the first month, he was like a brown belt. I'm like, wait a minute, like Jackie Chan, like a brown belt or somebody? There's no way this 11-year-old is that deadly with his hands.
It's one of those
and feet.
things that I always saw and thought, man, that'd be cool. But I didn't have the time because it was always something after school every day, some type of sport or meeting or whatever.
Did they have karate in Louisiana?
I think so. Yeah, I guess they did. Sure, they did.
They just called it ninja.
Ninja.
That's right.
Ninja in school.
What do you do after school day? I got ninja class.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
One of the things I love about social media is the fact that just answers continue to roll in. The other day we talked about the most ridiculous thing you believed as a child. And I was just scrolling through. That was, what, Friday maybe?
Yeah.
268 comments later. And one of these I fell in love with. That everyone was given a pillow at birth and you just keep it forever. I didn't realize you actually bought pillows. What?
Nasty old pillow.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I remember thinking as a kid, like, I just guess when you bought sheets, you got pillows. I don't know that did we buy pillows when I was a kid? I have no idea.
You didn't. Your mom did, though.
My mom did. I'm sure she was, because my mom was a clean freak. I'm sure we bought pillows with regularity, but that's one of those things, like, as you grow older, you go, wait, I gotta go buy pillows now?
It's such an adult purchase, buying new pillows all the time.
And they're a lot more expensive than they should be. It seems
Yes,
like
they are.
Yeah. But that is one of those things you're like, oh, wait, you have to buy the pillows as well?
That's stupid. I hate pillows. I'm just kidding.
My mom, Adam said, my mom used to tell us to hurry up in the mornings so she wouldn't be late and get fired. I used to cry myself to sleep at night, worried that meant they would burn her at the stake if we were late.
Oh, my God. I'm going to be fired.
That is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
That is a lot of pressure on a young man. All of the food I ate went to my feet and would come all the way up through my body that way. My mom, Emily said, I believe that my mom lost her finger to the booger monster.
Oh, because if you keep picking your nose, like
the booger monster's going to get it.
Who's going to take it?
In reality, she lost it in a tobacco field.
Oh, and she really did lose her finger.
She really did, yeah. One of the ones that came up several times, if I swallowed gum, it would stay in my stomach forever.
Yeah.
The two big ones, swallowing gum and turning on the interior light in the car was illegal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The gum, what did they say, 7 years?
Yeah. I still wouldn't swallow a piece of gum. Never.
I mean, it has traumatized me. Like, I wouldn't ever think to do it either. You cannot swallow it.
It worked. Yeah.
And Stacy said, I had new neighbors move in and went over to talk on my bike when I was like 5. They had a little girl that came out to play, and her parents gave us moon pies. I legit thought that the people then, were from the moon. And I thought that for months until I finally said something to my mom.
Our neighbors are from the moon.
Mom, they got moon pies. They've got to be from the moon. I love that.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
I've been loving the Olympics. I got to watch a pretty good amount over the weekend. But here is a lady who is loving the Olympics, but it's really, really, really difficult for her.
I literally can't watch the Olympics. Like, I don't care what country wins. Whenever someone wins, I just lose it. Like, and someone's gonna win. Oh my God, I'm just so proud of them. Like, they worked so hard for this. I'm the coach, I can't. I just can't.
Oh my God, dude.
Get a grip.
It's not whether they're American or not. It's just every single person that wins. I feel so happy for them.
Life is difficult sometimes, isn't it? Man.
I love it.
See, I feel no emotion when somebody who's not American wins. I'm like, no, screw them. I hate them.
I was like, oh. The only time was when the French guy won the swimming race the other night, and they were going berserk in the arena.
The real close one.
That was really cool, but only because there was no American in the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it was clear, okay, an American's not going to win this one. I'm gonna root for this French guy because the people are going absolutely crazy at the moment.
Is that the one that Michael Phelps was watching?
Yes, and he was like, fist pumping for the guy to go on and make it through.
Mm-hmm.
If Michael Phelps is a fan, I'm a fan.
Yeah, but I'm with the Riggins. If they're not American, I don't have any emotion for them.
No,
that's true.
And I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. Just like, oh, congratulations.
Well, there's some of them you should dislike.
I know you worked real hard, but I wish you weren't there.
Watching,
I wish it was an American there.
Watching Scotty Scheffler stand atop the podium the other day, and that
was amazing.
It was like, he made it, and all the way like 3/4 of the way through the anthem, and suddenly he just broke down in tears.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
It's
made
the
me
best
break
anthem.
down in tears. Like that.
Yeah.
It's the greatest, and I tweeted this. To me, there can be no accomplishment any better, whether it's winning a World Series or a Masters or the Super Bowl or whatever, than to stand on that podium and watch them raise the flag of your country and play your national anthem. You didn't do it just for you. You did it for your entire country. There can be no greater victory than that victory. Like, what else do you need in life after you've done that?
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing ever, and the world has witnessed you do it. And they can never take that away from you. That's incredible. Just incredible.
It's all right.
Rob hasn't watched a moment of this. It's crazy. It's just crazy to me.
This is Ace and Friends.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
If you are a mom, you are about to hear a great example of what it's like to be a mom. It's a thankless, never-ending task. This is a video of a mom who finishes a 10K. Now, is it her first 10K?
It's one of her first, yeah.
10K. All her kids are there at the finish line to see her as she crosses the finish line. Completing this, it's a big thing for her.
Yeah.
It's a 10K. Now listen to what happens just seconds after she crosses the finish line.
Mommy, can you pick it up? Can you pick that up?
Yeah, let me stop what I was doing and help everybody. That's what moms do.
Okay. Nobody says, congratulations, Mom. She comes across the finish line and her kids are yelling, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy.
Pick that up.
Can you pick that up? They had dropped something over the edge of the little thing into the runner's path. And she's like, yeah, let me pick this up. And nobody said, well, we're proud of you. Congratulations, Mom.
No high fives, like nothing. I really felt for that mom.
Who's filming it?
Yeah. If it's dad. What a scumbag.
You are a sorry excuse.
I mean, really. You suck.
If it's dad, you should have to, when mom crosses, no, forget that. We're going to leave that there. We're going to cheer for mom, then we'll figure out how to get that back. Don't worry about it. Just cheer for mom. Let her run.
Yeah, you hope it's not the dad.
I mean, it's just a couple of seconds, and they're already asking her, Mommy!
Mommy, can you pick that up?
Yeah, let me stop what I was doing and help everybody. That's what moms do.
She's like,
That's what moms do.
Moms
help
do.
everybody.
Sucks. Somebody could have said, proud of you, Mom.
Nothing.
Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Ace and Friends.
Okay, before this edition of Ace and Friends ends, Riggins, your favorite thing from today's Ace and Friends show?
I liked you trying to give advice to Rob about how he should handle this problem with the dogs in their house. I thought it would be good, you being in a long-term relationship, to give some advice for Rob.
I'm not saying, I'm saying just, this may not be a long-term way of how to handle it. I just think, hey, give her a break one day.
Yeah.
Don't make a negative comment about the dog for one day. It's her first day back. She's a school teacher. It's her first day back. Students haven't come in yet. Summer's over for her. Probably a tough day, long day.
Yeah.
Let's just let's give her a breather today.
Give it a beat.
Let her have a nice, peaceful afternoon with nothing negative entering into her world at home.
And he said no.
He said,
I'm good.
No. He said no.
No.
Because he hates that other dog that much that he wants to get rid
But
of.
he's been in a relationship longer than you've been in your relationship. I said you're in a long-term relationship. Rob's been in a longer-term relationship.
Yeah. I've been Amanda and I've been together 7 years, married 3.
So maybe he should be giving you advice.
Stand your ground, Ace.
Stand your ground.
Stand your ground. Okay.
Stop giving it. Right, Rob. Yeah, I take it back. Rob, you give Ace some advice.
Don't wear Halloween costumes if you don't want to.
Exactly.
Okay, Rob. Thank you.
Why not?
But if Amanda hears this, please don't message me about it, Amanda.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear it. Maybe he can show you some. Maybe
that's
tomorrow,
what we should do tomorrow.
Tomorrow we'll do it.
Well, everybody gets to give everybody else relationship advice.
Well,
yeah.
I can't give you that advice.
Everybody's relationship advice tomorrow. Feel free to share, okay?
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.